I get a coffee? A coffee. Tim Hortons again. Okay, thank you everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of Toronto Blue Jays baseball. I, for one, am very excited and optimistic ahead of the 2021 season, and I hope you all feel the same way. Now, do we have any questions? Yeah, Trudeau. Well, there's no doubt about it. You must be happy with the way spring training went, eh? Yeah, look, mate, it is nice to win games. You're right. There is no doubt about that. But what we need to do now is make sure that we're taking this form into the games that actually matter now. And how about the playoffs? Can the Blue Jays make it, eh? Yeah, look, I definitely think we have the potential. We do have a lot of very young, talented players. What we need from them, though, of course, is a season's worth of consistency. And also staying free of injuries would help as well. And you signed Yoenis Cespedes there. Can you tell us why? Yeah, look, Yoenis is a Golden Glove winner, so that pleases the owners. But I'm hoping he'll give us a little bit more consistency with the bat as well. I feel like there were some players last season that were a little bit more sort of home run or strikeout, and Cespedes will hopefully offer us a little bit more than that. All right, thank you, everybody. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of the Toronto Blue Jays, and today we're going to be facing the Tampa Bay Rays in Florida on opening day of the 2021 season. Now before that, there's a little bit to catch you up on to get ready for the season. Now let's start by having a quick look, as you just heard there, at the new signing that we've made. Yoenis Cespedes, we've signed as a free agent, just a one-year deal. Basically, he's a Golden Glove winner, which makes the owners happy, so that sort of ticks off that box for the season. What I thought happened a little bit too much last year with our outfielders, I was talking sort of Tesco, Hernandez, Grishuk, and Fisher in particular, is it seemed to be a lot of home run or nothing. So what I'm hoping with Cespedes is that we've still got the home run power there, we've still got a good defensive player, but I'm hoping he'll just give us a little bit more than that. He played at the Mets last year, 250, 260 he batted the season before that. If we can get something similar to that, then I think we'll be in a decent spot. Just that little bit of extra consistency at the plate. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for there. We did make a trade as well, and that was basically to get Travis Shaw out of the club. He's a good defensive player, but, we're talking about home run or strikeout last year. He sort of epitomized that. He only batted 185. His on-base percentage was slightly better, at over 300, but I just didn't feel like he added enough. He's on a bit of money. He's a little bit older as well. So although he's a good defensive player, I'll show you why I'm not too concerned about that in just a second. And in return, we basically got a decent enough defensive player that we can it's on less money, we'll just sort of let him go at the end of the season. So it's very much just a budget reducing move. And because Travis Shaw didn't want to get sent down to AAA, we had to get him out. So that's happened. That's the only trade though. So let's catch you up on spring training here. And as you saw in the press conference there, it did go really, really well. We were top of our division. We were actually the second best team in baseball through spring training. That doesn't really mean that much, but you'd rather be playing 600 in spring training than 300, wouldn't you? And so that's not a bad thing. A quick look at what that sort of leads us towards as the season predictions is third with a 500 record in the division. At Tampa Bay are expected, and that's who we're playing today, so we'll get a good early gauge of what to expect. But they're expected to win the division. We're expected to be third, a game behind of the Yankees. And not really in wild card contention going off of the other predictions there. So hopefully we'll outdo our predictions. The top hitters, Vlad is there in fourth, predicted to bat 323. I don't really understand how they come up with these numbers, to be honest. So that's good as well. But hopefully we can do a little bit better than these preseason predictions. Now, let's have a quick look at our lineups coming into the season. Now, one small injury note, Alex Reyes has picked up a minor injury. He's day-to-day, so I'm not going to put him on the injury list just in case he comes back quickly, but he's basically in the bullpen, but unavailable. And this is the starting lineup, or starting rotation. Nate Pearson will be our number one guy in the rotation. He goes in on opening day as well, and hopefully he can do like he did last season, just be an absolute god for us. John Duplantier, he is number two in the rotation, had a good, solid spring training. You know what I should be doing here, actually, is we'll bring up the spring training numbers here for you. So if you want to pause and have a quick extended look at these. Pitching in spring training was really, really strong for the most part. Jack Patterson is going to be number 3 in our rotation. Again, was solid enough last year. High potential guy, so we'll leave him there. We're going to go with Yamaguchi as number 4 in the rotation to start with. I don't love the lack of movement, and he did have his spring training ERA is kind of hijacked by the fact he had one shocking outing, and outside of that, he wasn't too bad. So we're going to give him the chance. And the other guy we're going to give the chance to is John Fleming. He's a number 9 ranked prospect right now. So we're going to stick him in there, number 5 in the rotation, and just kind of throw him in at the deep end and see how he goes. A Canadian boy at the Blue Jays. He's going to be loved by the fans. He's a prospect. You know, it's sink or swim, and let's hope he sinks. I hope he doesn't sink, I should say. Don't sink, John. All right, and what's it called? The bullpen. Liam Hendricks is the closer. Hopefully he will do a lot better than he did for us last year, but it's a fresh start for us both now. Tony Cingrani keeps his place in the bullpen. He was solid last year. There's no reason to think he won't do something similar this year for us. Junior Fernandez needs to be better than he was last year, but he's a high potential boy. So I'm sure he'll do a decent job for us. Bruce Rondon keeps his spot in the bullpen as well. He was, again, a solid player for us last year. So no reason to think that won't continue this year. John Kelly, who's an absolute star. I mean, look at that ERA of 186 last year. More of that, please, mate. And Ryan Helsley as well, who we know is a very, very good pitcher as well. We've already seen that we have Reyes in the bullpen. He will come out into the rotation, possibly for Yamaguchi. I haven't decided yet. And Anthony Kay, he was too good last year and too good in spring training to send him down to AAA, but I just couldn't quite find a spot for him in the rotation. So he's in there as a long reliever and that left arm option in the bullpen as well. But he could, if somebody gets off to a slow start, very quickly find himself back in the rotation. A quick look at the starting lineup for today's, not today's game, I should say, but for the season. We've got the 2 catchers in Denny Jansen and also Reese McGuire. 2 very, very good catchers, so no complaints there. Rowdy Tellez as one option at first base. You can see he's decent enough defensively. He was a little bit disappointing last year with the bat, but he's only young, and I'm hoping he'll improve for this year. The other option at first base now is Biggio, and you can see defensively he's a really good first baseman, which is why I wasn't too concerned to let Travis Shaw leave. So he'll probably play a lot of first base for us this year, but obviously can still play second base as well. Second base also available for us is Brandon Drury, who did really well in spring training and I'm hoping will continue on for us here. Vlad Jr., well, we know all about him, don't we? An absolute star. He'll continue at third base and hopefully just pounding in the home runs. Bo Bichette, another excellent player, another good player at shortstop for us, can play second base, but he won't be doing that too often this year, if at all. Cespedes, who we've already seen as the left fielder, hopefully he'll get the job done for us. He's a little bit fragile, but hopefully that'll be okay. Junior is going to play second base for us this year. Let's hope it improves a little bit his rating. It's the best way to get him into the lineup, I think. So we're going to try that. We also have, where are we here? We left off with Billy Hamilton in center field. Whatever we get from him with the bat will be a bonus. He's just there just to run the outfield for us and hopefully, make some nice plays out there. Derek Fisher, we'll kind of see what we get with him. He was injured for most of spring training. What he did do in spring training, to be honest, batting average of .83 wasn't great, but we'll give him a chance. Randall Grishak, he is still in the team. He's a little bit home run or nothing, but yeah, well, hopefully he'll get a little bit more than that from him this season. And Billy McKinney starts the season in the Major League team as well. Again, a good outfield option and hopefully just a solid bat for us as well. So that's your Blue Jays to start the 2021 season. Let's have a look at the opening day lineup. So leading off at shortstop, it's going to be Bo Bichette. Kevin Biggio at first base, bats second. Vlad Jr. at third, bats third. Gurriel Jr. as a DH today. He bats fourth, though he's not playing second base. Cespedes, the first look at him, he bats 5 in left field. Drury, he's second base and batting 6, a better defensive second baseman, which is why he's there. Grishak in right field bats 7. Hamilton in center field bats 8. Denny Jansen, the catcher, bats 9. Nate Pearson takes the mound for us today. We're up against left-handed Blake Schnell. He is a very, very good pitcher. Probably unlucky not to win the Cy Young Award last year. Had the best ERA in the American League and a WAR of 4. So let's hope he has a slow start to the season. And here we go. Hopefully it's going to be a good season for us. Let me know what you think of the signing of Cespedes. Hopefully you can kind of understand my logic. And we get the season underway with a Bo Bichette single off the first pitch of the season. Excellent stuff by Bo. Now we know he's a stealing threat as well. Biggio comes in now. 1 on, no one out. 2 and 2's the count. He watches strike 3 go past, and you know how I love that. And it brings up Vlad Jr. now with Bichette at first. First pitch, Bichette goes. He's going to make it easily. And that is now a runner in scoring position for Vlad Jr. What can he do? Come on, Vladdy boy. Oh, it gets away from him. Bichette goes to third. Excellent stuff. 2 and 2's the count on Vlad. Can he drive in this run? No, he cannot. He strikes out, and that is 2 away. And it's up to Jr. now. Gorell Jr. to try and drive in this run. He has popped it up. And we cannot make the most of that leadoff single from Bichette. And the first innings ends with 0 runs and just the single hit. It brings Nate Pearson out to face Vander Franco, I guess you'd pronounce it. Now, he is an absolute star, isn't he? Potentially anyway. 2 and 2's the count. Can Pearson get a first strikeout? No, he cannot. That is crushed down the right field line. And it's going to be a leadoff double. And I thought our leadoff single was good. He didn't do it off the first pitch of the game, though, so that's not as good, is it? But leadoff man at second, not the greatest start. Kevin Pillar, formerly of the Blue Jays, I'm almost positive. Let's see what Pearson can do with him. That's going to be a ground ball down there to Bichette. Over to Big Gio at first. 1 away. Runner does go to third, though. And with Austin Meadows to the plate, can we keep this thing scoreless? First pitch action. Popped up. I think it's popped up. Yeah, Grishek's going back. I don't think his arm's good enough to get the out at the plate. And that is Toronto behind in the first inning. Not ideal. 2 out now. No one on, but the run down. What can Pearson do? 1 and 2's the count. And there's the first strikeout of the year for Pearson. First innings ends. Not ideal, but Cespedes now to the plate. And let's see what he can do first at bat as a Blue Jay. He's hit that really, really well. Is that going to leave? Johan Cespedes. No, it's not. It's just kind of sat up there. Left field kind of stood there and looked at it for a second, and I thought maybe he'd sent it, but no such luck, and it brings up Brandon Drury, who had a solid spring training. That's been popped up, though, and that will be 2 away. So not ideal, needless to say. It brings up Randall Grishuk. Let's see what he can do. 1 and 0's the count, 2 out. He's hit that really, really well, driven to the fence, and that should be at least a double. It just might be triple territory, you know. No, he stands up at second. And with 2 out, just a hint here that we might be able to drive him in a run. I think it's Billy Hamilton up next. It is. Not the best bat in the team. What can he do? He strikes out. And that will do it for the second, or top of the second anyway. And Pearson comes back out to face Wilson Contreras. 0 and 2 is the count on him, and he's hit him. Oh, Pearson. Leadoff man aboard again, and that was a silly one. Brings up Ji-Man Choi. Full count on him. And he loses him. Oh, this is trouble, trouble, trouble. No one out, 2 men on. Willie Adams to the plate. And it gets away. Pearson, you've got to start the season better than this, mate. It moves everybody up. No one out. No force either. I mean, it might be a chance to walk maybe. Can we get the strikeout? Yes, we can. Strikeout number 2 for the season for Pearson. And we're up against Yoshimoto Tsunga or something along those lines. Is he going to walk him? It's maybe not the worst. Maybe we were sort of pitching around him a little bit there. It brings up Daniel Robinson, the third baseman. And with loaded bases 1 out, we could really do with a ground ball here, couldn't we? 2 and 2. Strikes him out. That is absolutely huge. And can we now end this somewhat disastrous innings without it being too much of a sort of permanent damage here? It's Franco to the plate. Now, he crushed one last time up. First pitch, action. And... oh, catches interference. Jansen, you moron. And it brings in a run. And it brings up Kevin Pillar. Full count. This is a massive pitch in the game. And he strikes him out. That is huge. We do give up a run. We're 2-0 down. But that could have been a lot worse. Denny Jansen now with sort of work to do to make up for that run he gave up for us. 0-1's the count. Jansen's hit that really well. He gets himself on base. That has hit the fence on the first bounce. And he'll stand up at second. And that is the perfect way to make up for that mistake. Well, not the perfect way. Home run would have been the perfect way. But... we accept the apology, Jansen. It brings up Bo Bichette. Can he drive in this run? 1-1's the count. Bichette grounds at the third base, and that does not advance the runner and will be the first out of this innings. Biggio now steps in. He got out last time, of course. He popped up, I think, didn't he? Full count. Strikeout. No, he struck out last time as well, didn't he? That's another strikeout for Biggio. Another strikeout for the pitcher. Vlad Jr. now, who did strike out last time with a chance to drive in a run. 1-2's the count, and he watches strike 3 go past. And we cannot make the most of that leadoff double. Disappointing, disappointing, disappointing. Pearson now to Austin Meadows. First pitch action. Crushed. Cespedes isn't going to get anywhere near that, and that hopefully will just be a double out in left field. He'll do well to get a triple there. But yet again, the leadoff man for them is not just aboard, but standing at second. We're leaking runs here, aren't we? Come on, Pearson. This is 0-2. That's a strikeout. Too good. Absolutely too good. That's a fifth strikeout, is it? So well done to Nate Pearson. So there we go. Pearson bringing up the milestones. Trying to steal third. Jansen cannot get that away. And runner stands at third. We could really do with a strikeout here, couldn't we? Or a pop-up. It's been absolutely crushed. And that is 4-0. Oh dear. I was really hoping that we'd have a nice start to the season, you know, and it's not it's not really work like that. 4-0 down. Pearson to continue. And at times last year he was a little bit strikeout or home run. And we're already seeing a little bit of that, aren't we, this season? He's hit a guy with the count 0-2. He's given up a home run there. Adams comes in. Can we end the innings? Yes, we can. But damage done. We find ourselves 4-0 down after 3. And we need to start getting ourselves back into this. Gurriel Jr. now to lead us off. 1-1's the count. He's hit that really well. Is it going to get over left field? Yes, it is. And that should be a double for Gurriel Jr. And this time, at the fourth time of asking, can we take advantage of a man in scoring position? Brings up Cespedes. Come on, mate. 0-1. Cespedes back up the middle. That's going to be caught in center field, and it's not going to be deep enough to get Jr. to third. And that is one away. Brandon Drury comes in now, the second baseman. 1-2's the count on him. He has hit it back up the middle. Is that going to score Gurriel Jr.? He turns at third. He goes home, and it is an RBI for Brandon Drury. Well done to you, sir. We pull one back, and let's see if Grishuk now can keep this train rolling for us. 0-1's the count on him. Runner at first. Grishuk's hit it. It's gonna get up, isn't it? There we go. That is 2 away. Just for a second, I was wondering if it was going to loop in there, but no such luck. Billy Hamilton now comes in. He's 0-1 today. 2-1's the count, and he strikes out again, and it's not the best start to the year for old Billy Hamilton. We do pull one back, though. Now, can we keep a clean sheet here and actually make a gain on this this sort of fourth inning here? Pearson pops up the from Tsunga, and that should be caught out there by Grishuk in right. It is, and that's 1 away. What's the pitch count looking like here? 71. I think he still has the 100 pitch count on him. I took it off once last year, and he ended up with a sore arm as a result. So I don't know how long I have to leave the pitch count on, but we'll see what happens. That is 2 away. Cespedes makes a play out there in left field. It brings up Franco again, batting 1 for 1. He was hit last time up, I think, or did he walk? 2-0's the count here. And that's going to be 2 for 2 now for old Franco there, as he stands at first base with 2 out. Kevin Pillar, who's 0 for 2. Can we finish this off, please, Mr. Pearson? Popped up. Grishuk barely has to move and takes a very, very simple catch out there in right field. And we do keep a clean sheet in the bottom of the fourth. Jansen now. He's 1 for 1 as he leads us off again. What can he do? First pitch action. Jansen hits it again. He's 2 for 2. Denny Jansen, you need to be leading off the batting, mate. Excellent stuff. Lead off single for Bo Bichette now, who's coming in. He's 1 for 2. Another first pitch swing. Gets away from the catcher. Jansen moves on to second. And Bichette now with a chance for an RBI. Come on, Bo. 2-2's the count. What can he do? Bo, he's grounded it to shortstop. That's not going to get us anywhere, and that is 1 away for Kevin Biggio to come in. He is 0 for 2 today. 1-2's the count. Biggio strikes out for a third time. Biggio, mate, come on, you're better than that. And with 2 out, it's down to Vlad Jr. Come on, Vladdy boy, come on. First pitch action. Jr. back up the middle. Is it going to score? Jansen, you may as well go for it, mate. You got nothing to lose. No, runners at the corners, though, with 2 out. A first hit this year for Vlad Jr. And Gurriel Jr. now comes in. Can he drive in some runs? He could technically tie the game if he hits it really well. He's glorified bunted it to the catcher, and that'll do it for us. We remain 4-1 down. And it is Ryan Helsley that comes in now to replace Nate Pearson on the mound. Let's hope Helsley can have a good day. First pitch. He's facing Austin Meadows. What can he do? That's been hit to Cespedes in left field, and that will be a leadoff single. We're actually out hitting them, which is always frustrating, isn't it? Brandon Lowe comes in now to face Helsley. 0-2's the count, and he sits him down. Excellent stuff. Contreras now. Runner at first, 1 away. Double play would be nice. We'll take a strikeout, though. We get a strikeout. Nicely done, Helsley. This is a good outing so far, isn't it? Ji-Man Koi comes in now. He's 1-2 as well. 2 outs. Oh, Helsley. Absolutely brilliant stuff, mate. Ripped through them, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th. Cespedes now to lead us off. What can he do? 3-1 is the count. He has popped it up. It looked like it was ball 4 as well, didn't it? High and inside, and that'll do it for Cespedes. Brings Drury to the plate. 1 for 2 he is today. Looks to lay down a bunt, a terrible one at that, and never try that again, please, Drury. That is 2 away. Grishuk now with 2 out, no one on. He's hit it quite well, loops it over third base into left field. That'll be a 2-out single for Randall. But, I mean, really, with 2 out, we need to be getting these hits early, don't we? Billy Hamilton, who looks like a golden sombrero today, he actually gets a walk there. For Denny Jansen, who's 2 for 2, is he going to have a really, really good day at the plate here? He's going to strike out. Oh, Jansen, you moron. Hitting at the wrong times, that's the problem there, isn't it? And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. It brings Helsley back out to face Adams. And that should be easy enough for Biggio at first, and it is. 1 away. Come on, Helsley. 0-2 on Yamasoto, or whatever his name was. And that should be caught out there by Grishuk. It's a simple catch, made easily, and that is 2 away. And it brings up Daniel Robinson. A little bit different to last opening day, wasn't it? He's hit him. Where we, of course, blew the Red Sox away. Was it 18-1 or 2 or something? It was something ridiculous. But it's not quite going that way this time. Strikeout again from Helsley. Is that 5 or 6 strikeouts he's had? It's absolutely stunning performance. And Bichette to lead us off in the top of the 7th. And we need to try and get something done here. Bichette at 0-2 pops it up. And a simple catch will be made there by the pitcher. And that is 1 away. Brings up Biggio. Going for the golden sombrero. He's not going to get it. Somewhat disappointingly maybe for him. But that is not much better. Popped up into right field. And that will be 2 away. For Vlad, no one on, 2 out, mate. Close your eyes, have a swing, see how far you can hit it. Not very far, apparently. That's a ground ball to shortstop, and that will do it for the 7th. We stretch. And it's been a frustrating one, hasn't it? We've out-hit them, yet we find ourselves 4-1 down and in a little bit of trouble. Helsley with 4 strikeouts comes out to continue. First pitch, swing by Pillar. Grounded there to Vlad, over to first, and Biggio makes a simple play. 1 away. Helsley, what's his stamina looking like? He's not going too bad. 2-2's the count here on the new batter. That's another strikeout. Helsley absolutely ripping through them. Amazing stuff. And it brings up Brandon Lowe with 2 out. 3-1's the count. Is he going to lose him? Yes, he is. Bit unfortunate, that one. All right, Contreras now to face Joe Kelly, the new man. A really good outing, that one from Helsley, wasn't it? Joe Kelly. It's popped up. Hamilton's coming around. He should get there. He does make a relatively simple catch in the end. And that ends the 7th. We're still 4-1 down despite out-hitting them 8-5. Diego Castillo comes in. Is this our chance with the new man? Guerrero Jr. to bat. 1-2 is the count. You just wonder if we can get at their bullpen. It was a really good outing, wasn't it, from Schnell? He really... I mean, we've got a lot of hits, but barely more than 1 or 2 in an innings. Cespedes now, what can he do? 2-2's the count. Cespedes strikes out. Not ideal, mate. Oh, come on, I took a risk on you. You're not paying me back right now. Drury. Now, the problem we have here, of course, is that we're facing a righty, and we very much had a batting lineup in place to face a lefty. Drury gets it deep-ish in right field, but that'll be caught out there, and we need 3 runs from our final 3 outs, and that's assuming nothing else happens in the bottom of the inning. Kelly to continue. Come on. Ground ball. Bichette should have a play there. He does. Biggio makes it, and that is 1 away. It's such a shame, isn't it? Other than the first sort of 3 innings there, we've really been quite, I'd almost say, stunning on the mound. We have not given them a sniff. But a slow start from Pearson, and it's looking as though it might cost us a victory on the opening day, or certainly the chance of one anyway. Joe Kelly rips through them. Excellent stuff. And it brings in their closer, Grishuk, to lead us off, and let's see what he can do. 1-2 is the count. I'm assuming there's going to be some pinch hitting going on after this. Grishuk does strike out, and Billy Hamilton, the switch hitter, becomes a lefty, and let's see what he can do. He walked last time up. He struck out the other 2 times. He's quick. Can he beat the play? Oh, he does. Billy Hamilton, absolutely rapid. And with 1 out runner at first, Jansen comes in the bat. Now, Jansen, not the best at hitting a right-hander either. He's already got 2 hits today. That's a double play, and that'll do it for the ball game, Jansen, you muppet. Well, it's not the opening day we wanted, but looking at the positives, we know we can bat. We know we can do better than that. We probably got Snell on a good day as well. But I thought the pitching outside of that first couple of innings, and we know that Pearson will more than likely come good. I think there's a lot of positives to take from that. We actually did out-hit them, and we're maybe a little bit unlucky not to have, we'll certainly got a little bit closer in that one. But that'll do it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and we'll be back. I think we might come back against, where do we want to come back for here? Maybe, what if we come back at home to Cleveland? We know they were a really, really good team last year. Made it, of course, all the way to the World Series. We'll play them at home. It'll give us a chance to see exactly what we're doing. When's the first thing? There's nothing in May, so that's fine. So we'll come back for that Cleveland series. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.